This is the Ouxi GT-2000. It is the self-proclaimed e-bike king. It kind of looks like a mix between a bicycle and a motorcycle. It has some motorcycle styling along with the motorcycle style seat, but the pedals and cranks are from a bicycle and they can drive the rear hub motor, or you can use the twist throttle. The tires and wheels look like they are from a motorcycle, while the brakes and handlebars look like they are from a bicycle. The frame is pretty beefy and it is full suspension. It also has a removable battery that is quite large. It has headlights, taillights, and blinkers. And in this video, we're going to test it out and see what we think. Let's get started. Almost forgot the horn. We're going to head to the motocross track, but first, gotta hit the wood chip berm. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's jump right into it. Hopefully, if it has the speed to clear this, I don't know. Just about anyway. Heading into big wood chip berm. See how it feels cornering. It is kind of weird with the pedals, but maybe I can get used to it. Don't have enough speed to clear that. Up that bigger jump. Hannah's going to ride it as well and see what she thinks. She hasn't ridden it on the track yet very much, so she'll have to get some time in and get used to it, but hopefully she can have some fun with it. It's kind of the size of a pit bike that we have, so even though it looks a little big on her compared to me, I think she'll do all right and be able to handle it just fine. I was expecting a little more power. It definitely has more than the standard rear hub e-bikes, but not a whole lot to be able to jump. Oh, that's a little harsh through there. You can definitely get some speed going, but not as much as a pit bike or maybe a more powerful e-bike. You can see and hear those extra fenders flopping around a little bit. Probably not needed for where we're riding right now. She is cruising, looking more and more comfortable the more time she puts in on it, getting that front wheel off the ground a bit and some air there. Not bad. This jump is usually where we test the hill climb capabilities, so we're going to see what this one can do, and it looks like no problem actually. A lot of the bikes we test out here struggle to make this using throttle only from a dead stop, so the true test will be if it can make it with me on it, weighing more than Hannah. Definitely a bit slower, but I'm up, no problem. Now to test the brakes. Oh, front is, there we go, just use all my fingers and get a nose wheelie there, but I am wondering why they put the front brake on the left. They set it up like a bicycle. It's so much like a motorcycle otherwise. Usually I flip them, but I just left it for this test. I would like to see them. Oh, I would like to see it come with the front brake on the right like a motorcycle though. Now we'll see what it can do with some speed coming in. Hopefully get some air, a little bit. The suspension is pretty harsh on these flat landings, but hopefully I can nail this rut. Oh, that was fun. You can get moving once you get used to it, but I wish it had enough power to be able to wheelie between these rollers. Maybe with more time I could get it down. Hannah is probably going to opt out of this rut. It is pretty tricky to stay in, but there are multiple lines on this track, so she found her way. I am still struggling with the half twist throttle. I would prefer that it was the full grip, since it seems like you should be using the throttle most of the time anyway, and it gets a little uncomfortable with the half twist, so that's something to get used to. Speaking of wheelies, I have to see if it can pull them off. Oh, there we go. You pop it up if you do it just right, but it's gonna be hard to ride it very long. There we go. There is a sensor on the brake that I should have taken off, because then I could use them together. Right now, as soon as I go too far and use the brake, it's gonna be very hard to pull the front end back up. So just gotta get better for now. Having the rear brake on the right is throwing me off quite a bit too. That'll do for now. So here's what I'm talking about with the half throttle. Since it's only half the grip, you end up rubbing the outside of your hand on this, and that flange kind of stops you when you're really trying to give it exactly what you want. So not my favorite setup, but I'm making it work. Gotta slow things down a little bit and try this skinny on the telephone pole. Oh, no good there. Take two. It does feel a little top heavy up here, and the throttle throws me off when I hit the brake. And I go to use the throttle, and it's not there, but just gotta get used to it. Quick power trials test up these telephone poles. Oh, no problem actually. Now we are on the RC track, which is almost pit bike size, maybe a little tight, but could be a little better off for this bike. Hannah's going to do a lap, and then I will see if I can make any of the jumps, but hopefully she has some fun cruising around here. I will say the tires were hooking up better for me than I expected, even though it's very dry and dusty today. What do you think? Was it better on the moto track or the RC track?
It's a moto track bike. The corners are a little tight for me.
I'll see if I can figure it out. I'll start from a dead stop so you can see the acceleration wide open, and we are in assist level 5 this entire time. Hopefully I can just about clear that. Now a very tight corner, and it looks like the tires are actually tearing up the track a little bit, so I don't want to do a whole lot of laps, but make that one, and a little case on that one, but not bad for a quick lap on the RC track with the e-bike. Seat bounce, nope. After riding on a couple different tracks, I will say I would rather have pegs than pedals. It just seems kind of weird. I don't want to be pedaling it with how low the seat is, so they just kind of move around a little bit, and I'd rather have it be more like a motorcycle in that respect, as well as the throttle and the handlebars are pretty narrow. Not a huge deal. You could change them out, but compared to my other bikes, it just seems a little skinny there. I think this track could be a lot more fun with a couple more berms and built for it. It doesn't have a ton of power out of the corners, so some berm action would help there, but you can have fun on it, but it's going to be limited, and it really makes me want to try a bigger, more full power e-bike like this with pegs. Okay, let's see how fast this thing goes. I'm going to use throttle only in assist level 5. I will say the screen is kind of hard to see in the bright sun. I'm up to what it is saying, 25 already, 27. I did change it to miles per hour in the settings just to have a better feel of what the speed really is, but I will check it after this. I'm up to 32, just turning 32. I have a slight downhill coming up that might help me get a little more out of it. There's 33, 34. Doesn't feel like I'm going to hit too much more than that where I am right now. It's not very windy, but slight wind will change it, and your size will change how fast it goes as well. So 34, 35 before I start going uphill here. Now I'm going to see how it feels on assist level 1, 2, 3, and 4. See where that speed cutoff is. Feels like about 11 to 12 for number 1. Bump it up to number 2, and it's up to 17, 18. Bump it up to 3. See where that takes me before it starts cutting off that power. I'm up to 24. Feels like right around there, 24, 25 maybe. And now up to assist level 4. See how fast that goes for me. It's looking like right around 29, maybe 30 there. Something like that. Actually, still going, slowly going, maybe 31, somewhere around there. Now I want to compare what the speed on the bike says with the GPS on my phone, and it looks like it is very close, within a mile an hour or so. So it's good to know that the bike isn't trying to lie to you by saying you are going faster than you really are. I guess I should try pedaling, even though it is not very comfortable because my knees are so compressed, but I don't have to put any effort in, and I just need to spin the pedals, spin the cranks, and that motor will engage. I am going about 30, putting no effort in, and maybe have some slight headwind, so that might be slowing me down some, but it doesn't feel any faster pedaling. It does cruise pretty well on the road and handles the bumps and cracks no problem, so it would probably be pretty fun in the city to cruise around, maybe find some jumps here and there. So if you're interested in picking up one of these bikes for yourself, or you just want to find out more about it, you can check out the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.